Hello everyone, welcome back to EPL Insights. Before I start today's video, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who have subscribed my channel and liked the videos. It's guys, keep supporting this channel, it means a lot. Thank you so much once again. So let's start today's video. Today we will be talking about what's happening in the transfer market, what are the top news circulating in the social media. So let's jump into it. Like before I start discussing about players, I wanted to discuss one thing about this transfer window. This is one of the craziest transfer window I have seen in the past decade or so. Why, you can have a different opinion, but I felt like normally you see two clubs going for marquee signings are making crazy bids like that, but in this window you see all the traditional top six clubs, they are going for first team players, and they are not like signing young talents or upcoming talents or hot prospects. They are signing first team players, and their signings makes sense, makes a lot of sense. It's not like a random signing or you feel like that player doesn't fit into their team and they have signed that. Why they have signed that? You have a lot of questions about that signing. But most of the signings all the clubs have made for their first team, you have observed that they all make sense, and they have three things in common. Like, firstly, they are Premier League proven. If not, they have a lot of experience. When I say experience, I'm talking about the game time. Like, the player would have a lot of game time under his belt. And thirdly, as I said, the first point, either he is a Premier League proven or that player has done something really well in the Europe. So you would observe these three common points in the signings which Premier League top traditional six clubs are making right now. Do share your opinion if you feel like it is like that, or you have a difference of opinion with my take. So that's what I felt I thought to share with you guys. Let's start with what's happening in the transfer market. What are the top news trending right now? Like, one of the most trending news is Isak, related to Isak. What's happening with Isak? Where he will end up? Is he making the right call? Whatever he's doing, is he doing the right thing or not? And what are your thoughts about that? Like, do you feel the player should do like that? Go on strike, doesn't join in the preseason, and doesn't intend to join the team even after the preseason? What are your thoughts? Why players are doing that? Like, even if you observe in this window, there are, this is the third incident which I have seen so far. Like, first one was Jokers, second one was Visa, and third is now Isak, or you can number it anyway. So do you think all these players are doing the right thing, and why this is happening so frequently now? In all the cases, you have heard that the player had a gentleman agreement with the club, and later on, due to some other reason, the club said no, we are not under any circumstances following that, or we are not abiding that. We are going on our route, or we will do the sale or do the transfer on our own terms, not on the player's terms or whatever we have agreed. Do you think it's the right thing to do, or do you think players should do something different? Instead of gentleman agreement, they should do a proper agreement or sort of a contract if they are agreeing on something like that. Like, in the Yorker situation, you see that players had to go on a strike, and there was a lot of back and forth, either who is signing, who is not signing, either player is coming or not. Like, some people were calling him unprofessional, but that was that unprofessional term I only heard when Jokers was doing that thing, when Visa was doing and when Isak is doing. I'm not hearing this thing from any journalist or any sort of a main top tier journalist like that, because I heard that thing from a journalist, so I felt like it's a bit biased maybe, but again, that's just my opinion. So what's your thought on that? Should players be doing like this? Like, for example, if you recall the situation of Harry Kane, he had a gentleman agreement with Tottenham that he will be let go if a certain amount of bid is made, and when the bid was made by City, he was not allowed to go. Even he went on a strike, but later on whatever the reasons were, he came back and joined the team, but he did that as well. So share your thoughts. Should players be doing that or not, or is it the right way to do? Going on strike is the right thing to do or not? In my opinion, like if you have a gentleman agreement, like the player on the player side or the club side, whoever has made that, they should follow that. They should be abiding that. They should not be breaking that contract or breaking that promise. But like seeing these situations, I felt now players in future players would be more cautious, and instead of doing gentleman agreements, they would start doing proper agreements or proper contracts, and it will be another headache for the clubs going forward. So let's see if that situation changes or not. That's my opinion, that they should be doing that. They should not be doing gentleman agreement or promises or handshake for such kind of situations, because when it comes to top players, clubs are not letting go that situation easily, or letting the player go that easily. So that's my opinion. Please do share your and do share where Isak will end up finally at the end of the day. And as I was sharing this transfer window is a bit crazy, and Liverpool is at the top of doing crazy things, as they are going to bid or a record bid for Isak, and alongside they said that they all, as I mentioned in my last video as well, that they need a centre back to cover for Konate and Van Dijk. I'm not sure what's happening with Konate. Either he have signed his extension or not. Let's see that. But right now, as per Ben Jacob and Fabrizio Romano as well, that Liverpool has signed Leone from Parma, I guess, and they are about to, or soon they will sign McGahey as well from Crystal Palace. It's very close, and we might soon, here we go, that he's signed for Liverpool. So that's a great signing for Liverpool. Liverpool is doing or taking all the right step, and I think only six is missing from this window. Either way, if they sign McGahey and Isak, it's close to perfect. So Liverpool is doing remarkable thing in this transfer window, and let's see what happens once the season is started. So let's talk about another player. Let's talk about another team, Manchester United. And Manchester United in this window is moving very smartly. Like in the start, we were hearing they do not have the money, they do not have the budget to bid on players. Even in the Gyökeres situation, you were hearing that they only let go because they were not able to afford Gyökeres. But now I believe that was just PR, because once that has proven that Gyökeres wanted to come to Arsenal, and secondly, like the way they are bidding, they are signing players, it's not looking like they have any sort of money problem at all. Like they have signed Ibomo, Konya and Cisco, and now they are like making a record bid for Baleba from Brighton as well. Although right now Brighton is standing firm, they are saying he's not for sale, and they felt like that he's of Caicedo quality, and they are demanding a similar amount of money for him. So what do you think? Will United be able to sign him or not? But the good thing I felt, what United is doing right now, like even if they are not able to sign him in this window, they are putting up the work. They are doing all the leg work right now. And if they are not able to sign him in this window, they might be able to do it in the next window, with either in January or next summer transfer window, because they have already built up on the relationship with the player and on the club side as well, and that will help them if they are not able to sign him right now. Although if they sign him, I would say they will be in the race for top 5, I would say, because if you talk about their front three, it's Ibomo, Cisco and Cunha, and alongside that if you add up Bruno as well and Imad, it's a very good attacking side. And if you recall, the issue which they had last season was that they were not able to score enough goals, and right now they have two players who were in the top 10 in terms of goal scoring for Premier League last season, that is Ibomo and Konya. So that's a very good sign for them, and if alongside they signed Baleba, then it would be a game-changing signing for them, I think so. Cisco is already a great signing. I rate Cisco, and when he was linked with Arsenal, I liked him, but I preferred Gyökeres. But I've never said that he's like a bad player. If Arsenal sign him, I don't want him at my club. He's a dirt. He's not a good signing. No, not at all. So I think they are going on the right track based on their past transfer history. They are doing all the right things and they are signing good players. One thing they are missing right now is their goalkeeper. Also, they are linked with Emi Martinez and Donnarumma as well. Although for Donnarumma, they had denied that they are not going for him, but Martinez is still in the market, like he's still available, and they might go for him. And he's a good goalkeeper, like better than not a good, better than good goalkeeper. Like he's definitely better than Unana. As Unana, in my opinion, is little bit. He's a good goalkeeper, but he's like a pro version of Ramsdale. Like they both are inconsistent. They cannot concentrate throughout the game, and they have sort of blips or mistakes in their game, like when they are goalkeeping. And top teams can't afford that because one of their mistake, a goalkeeper mistake, can easily cost any team like 3 points. So that's why it's a very important position, and they need to have someone who is mature enough or like of top quality. So I think they need to sign a good goalkeeper. If they sign a good goalkeeper and Baleba, that's something would be very very good. So that's for United. Do share your opinion, what you think of that, and do you think they will be able to sign Baleba or not? Let's talk about now Tottenham. Like, although Tottenham today lost, I didn't watch the match, but I'm happy they lost. But because if they have won, it would be a carnage for Arsenal and Chelsea fans, definitely. So, but I think they have played well. Like I was looking at the stats, it showed that they were dominating the game for most part of their time, and they scored 2 goals. They were winning like 2-0, but somehow ended up losing the match. I feel for Tottenham fans, they were close to another trophy and a big one as well. So, which shows that they have improved a lot under the new, like Frank. They have improved a lot under this manager, and he seems like to get them click. So let's see how they perform in the next season. They are already going for, like, they went for Ibuma as well. They tried to sign him, but they were not able to, as his heart was set on Manchester United. And they are trying to sign Svinio from Manchester City, like he's a good player. Like he has a lot of potential. Let's see how, if they are able to sign him or not. But stories are circulating that Manchester City has they have rejected the first bid. Let's see if they bid again or not. What you think? Alongside there, Kudus is a great signing. Like again, as I mentioned, that all the traditional top 6 clubs, they are signing first team players, and the first team players, they make sense for their team. Like it's not like they are signing player who is not suiting to their style or their philosophy or their team. Like Kudus is already in this game. He was one of the, like I was saying on X, that he was one of the top players in the game. Like he was making good moves, creating good chances. He was winning duels. So he's a good fit for them, and it's a good signing for them. And alongside that, if they sign Svinio, and also already they have signed Pellegrini from Bayern Munich, who is a great in terms of defensive midfielder. Is a great signing for them. And whatever they had, he's a lot better than all of them. So another good signing for them. And if they are able to sign Svinio as well, which looks like a great talent, their window will certainly look good. And they are again now going for Eze as well, which I do not like, as I wanted Eze at Arsenal. But in terms of news, if you hear the top tier journalist Onstein, Fabrizio, Ben Jacob, like right now, there is a chance that Eze might stay at Crystal Palace. But in terms of discussions, in terms of talking to the club, Tottenham is ahead of Arsenal. Although many journalists are reporting that if the choice comes to Eze, he would prefer Arsenal. But if Arsenal doesn't make a move, then how he would be able to choose? So I hope and I wish that Arsenal make a move for him, because we really need him. He will be a great addition to Arsenal side, because we are still lacking a sort of an attacking threat in terms of creativity. Like Odegaard is there, but like last season, he got injured, then he came back, but he wasn't, he was not able to get his form back. Ethan is too young, and it's not fair to too much like to put too much pressure on him. Like, he's still young. Let him learn. Let him grow. Do not put such kind of pressure on him. Sign someone who is experienced enough, like Eze, who can help you win games from nowhere, who can create chances for your strikers. So I hope Arsenal go for him, and maybe it's a giant tactic or Crystal Palace tactic, that the news certainly coming through that although we know that why Tottenham is making a move for Eze as their number 10, just getting his name, like he's got injured and they wanted to replace someone with good quality, and Eze will help them and improve them a lot. So that's why I'm worried. Do not want Tottenham to sign Eze. Like, if Arsenal is not signing him, please stay at Crystal Palace. So that's again my biased talking right now. But he's a great addition to any team. And let's see where he ends up. Do share your opinion. So this is all. Oh yeah, talking about Manchester City. Yeah, I just forgot in the discussion about Arsenal and Tottenham. City, who was like bit sleeping after the Club World Cup, they were not so active in the transfer market, but suddenly in terms of incomings. But we know, like in terms of incomings, suddenly we are hearing that they are in for Donnarumma, as they might let go Ederson. But if Ederson is not leaving, then how will Donnarumma fit in that situation? That is still a question. So stories are still circulating that they might let go Ederson, or if Ederson doesn't go, they might not go for Donnarumma. So let's see. Although Donnarumma agents are saying that Premier League is his preferred destination, looking likely. So what do you think where he will end up? Manchester United need a goalkeeper, although they have denied such news that they are not in for him. Chelsea, I guess he's better than Robert Sanchez. So will you think where he will end up? Chelsea, United, or Manchester City? So do share your opinion. And alongside the big one which Manchester City is going for is Rodrygo, and that is very bad news for Arsenal, because all the Arsenal fans want Arsenal to sign Rodrygo. But if Rodrygo goes to City, then suddenly it will change a lot of complexion or a lot of prediction in terms of who is winning the Premier League. Right now, again, I will do a different video for that. But if City sign Rodrygo, they will be my second favorite to win the Premier League. So let's see where he ends up. Do share your opinion again, where you think he will end up. So that's something is bothering me. I'm very worried that where Rodrygo will end up. So I'm hoping Arsenal will make a move for him, but it's looking highly unlikely that Arsenal will go for him. Let's hope he stays at Real Madrid. So that's all from my side for today's video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please share with others and subscribe this channel as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.